Welcome to Where the Wild Things Have Been. This is your host, Carol. Hello, and welcome to Where the Wild Things Have Been. For today's program, we will be interviewing the sole survivors from the infamous animal farm. Each have been through their own personal ordeals there and are here to recount their memories. Let's give a warm welcome to Pawsy, Jesse, Tweets, Bleeder. Hey guys, welcome to the show. So tell me, what was it like being on a farm completely run by animals? Was it better than it being run by humans? Well, at first it was. We all felt a sense of pride for overcoming Jones, our previous owner. He was either drunk or hungover and consistently forgot to feed us. Many a night we went to bed with empty stomachs. One particularly bad night, one of our good friends stood up and spoke to us. Major! Yes, he inspired us to rebel against Jones's cruelty. I remember when we...
It was a cold night. Jones had forgot to feed us for several days. Major's death was fresh in our minds, as were his words from the speech he had given before his death. He had told us many things, but above all to stand up and fight against humans. We felt Major's words stirring us to do something. So we broke the gate holding us back and ran to the barn. We feasted upon the food Jones had been keeping for himself.
Then we ran him off his own property. It was fantastic. We celebrated our triumph all night long. That's great. But where did it go wrong? It started to go downhill right after that. The pigs, Napoleon, Squealer, and Snowball began making a list called Animal Commandments. They told us what we can and cannot do. Each animal was to live and abide by these rules. It was fine at first, you know. Everyone understood the animal commandments, even the sheep. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. But then that happened. What happened? Everyone began to get brainwashed.
First, little things were changed. Food was given, but then taken away for the pigs. Then the commandments were slowly changed in favor of the pigs. But we were so focused on working for the common good that we lost sight of all freedoms being taken from us.
Everyone was exhausted. Boxer worked the hardest, though. He used to say, Napoleon is always right. But he was wrong. I heard that beside food conflicts, there were also physical battles. Yes. There was the Battle of Cowshed. Jones came back and tried to reclaim the farm, but we fought him and his reinforcements off. They brought their shotguns, but we had power in our numbers. We fought bravely, though Snowball and Boxer were by far the most valiant and valuable in battle. Snowball led the attack. I see. Now many an animal has heard that Animal Farm has tried to construct a windmill. Is that true? Well, right after the Battle of Cowshed, Snowball came up with a plan to build a windmill. He said it could do some of our work for us. It would make life easier. We all believed him, except for Napoleon. Not only did he express his displeasure through urinating on the plans, but he also decided to run Snowball off of the farm. Afterwards, he convinced us that Snowball was a traitor. Of course we believed him. It was Napoleon. After Snowball had been chased away, Napoleon declared that the windmill would be built. We all worked together to complete it, but we ran short of materials. Instead of finding a way around it, Napoleon announced that we would engage in trade with humans. When it was nearing completion, a storm hit, and the windmill was destroyed. All the animals were distraught. Snowball was blamed for the calamity. When we rebuilt it again, a rival farmer, Mr. Frederick, demolished it with dynamite. What happened in between the first and second time the windmill was destroyed? A couple things happened, the most grave events on Animal Farm yet.
One day, Napoleon announced that the hens' eggs would be sold. Hens broke their own eggs in protest. 9 hens ended up dying. Then Napoleon brought all the animals into a meeting. He said some animals were betraying the farm, so he killed them.
A little after the horrific killing, a pile of timber was discovered. It was to be sold to either Mr. Pillington or Mr. Frederick, our neighboring farmers. Eventually, it was sold to Frederick, but it was found that his money that he paid with was fake. Then Frederick attacked us. Animals died, and Boxer became seriously injured. His hoof improved, but his overall health did not. When he tried to lift heavy loads, he couldn't. He got crushed under a rock once, Boxer eventually died after being taken away to the knackers, though the pigs claimed he died in the hospital. And the pigs violated more commandments that night. They became inebriated, but not just on alcohol, on power as well. They slept in beds, wore human clothes, walked on hind legs. 4 legs good, 2 legs better. They taught the sheep to say that instead. When humans started frequenting the farm, you couldn't tell the difference between the humans and the pigs. Napoleon was one of them. Oh, well, thank you for sharing your experiences with us today. Unfortunately, it seems we have run out of time. So, tell us, viewers, who do you think runs a farm better, humans or animals? Thanks for watching today's edition of Where the Wild Things Have Been. We'll see you next week. This is your host, Carol, signing off.